lot, but I'm not here for that. Listen, you miserable women, please stay off my page.
There's a lot going on, but I'm not here for that. Listen, you miserable women, please stay off my page. Just stay off my page. Pray for the people involved. Pray for my ex-wife. Pray for Wendy Williams, Hunter. Pray for Wendy Williams. Pray for the family. Pray for everybody involved. So Kevin Hunter has officially lost it. Yes, you heard that right. The man who seemed unstoppable after leaving Wendy Williams for Sharina Hudson is now spiraling out of control. But why? Well, it's because Sharina, the very woman he left Wendy for, has disappeared without a trace. And let me tell you, Kevin is losing his mind over it. But do you really see what's going on here, the real plight? Okay, but please, I'm going to ask you to please refrain. You women, refrain from my comments. Go get a life. Go get a man. Go do whatever you need to do. But please stop worrying about Kelvin, because whatever Kelvin comes out of this doing, however God's got me, however this is going to go, God's got me. God's got her. God's got everybody involved. And God got me here in Newark today because the Lord knows I didn't want to be here. Now, we all know how this story started. Kevin and Sharina were living the high life, fully funded by Wendy Williams' hard-earned money. But when the cash flow dried up, so did their lavish lifestyle. Kevin tried to keep things together, even paying tribute to Sharina on her birthday, calling her his wife and Queen Mother Chef. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. The businesses Kevin started with Wendy's money flopped, the house they shared went up for sale, and Kevin's financial troubles only worsened. But the real shocker was that Sharina Hudson has vanished. The woman who was by Kevin's side through it all is now nowhere to be found. Kevin's angry, and it's clear that he's struggling to come to terms with what's happened. Let's explore Kevin's desperate attempts to find Sharina, the financial ruin that's driving him to the edge, and the mystery behind Sharina's sudden exit. At the end of the day, you've never seen me say nothing crazy about my ex. And you know what? I know everybody is all in arms about what's happening because they did an awful display without my knowledge, this travesty of a documentary. The people at Lifetime should be ashamed of themselves. Kevin Hunter's empire was built on the foundation of Wendy Williams' money. From the outside, it looked like Kevin and Sharina Hudson were living the dream: fancy cars, a lavish home, and all the luxuries that come with having deep pockets. But what many didn't see was that all of it was funded by Wendy Williams' hard-earned cash. Kevin and Sharina's extravagant lifestyle was nothing more than a house of cards propped up by Wendy's bank account. Kevin attempted to parlay Wendy's wealth into his own success, but every venture he touched seemed to crumble. Remember that restaurant he was planning to open with Wendy's money? It never saw the light of day. There were rumors of other business ideas, like a vegan company and even a jewelry and clothing line Sharina was supposed to manage, but none of these ever took off. In fact, Kevin's attempts at building something of his own only seemed to drain Wendy's resources faster. He even went as far as taking Sharina through school to become a massage therapist, hoping she could bring in some income, but that too was a dead end. Kevin's entrepreneurial dreams were just that, dreams, with no real substance or sustainability behind them. As the money started to run out, the cracks in their empire began to show. Wendy's financial troubles became public, especially after her health took a turn for the worse. Her absence from the Wendy Williams show meant that her income dried up, and with it, Kevin's access to her money. Kevin found himself in a financial freefall, unable to maintain the lifestyle that he and Sharina had grown accustomed to. The bottomless pit of Wendy's fortune was suddenly gone, and Kevin was left scrambling. And you know what? I want to tell the people that care I represented myself pro se, a guy with a 10th grade education and a GD. I had to go in there pro se and represent myself in a court of law, and I did pretty well. So with that being said, I want to tell anybody that cares, I thank you. I thank you for your blessings, for all the prayers that are coming from people regarding the whole situation. It's not easy to deal with, thank you. And for all the haters and the people who don't know no better, half of y'all should not have 16K. Y'all should not have any characters or keyboards because y'all don't even, you can't even type. Anyway, to all of you guys, please go and get a life. Feeling totally overwhelmed with his money situation, Kevin decided to take things to court. He was determined to get his alimony payments back after Wendy's guardian cut him off. Kevin argued that those payments were part of their divorce deal, and now they have just stopped, leaving him in a tough spot. But things didn't go his way in court. Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, made it clear that the payments depended on Wendy being able to earn an income. Since Wendy was out of the spotlight and not making the big bucks anymore, Kevin's chances of getting that money back were looking pretty slim. He was desperate, but it didn't sway the judge. In the middle of all this financial mess, Sharina Hudson pulled a surprise move. She just disappeared. 1 minute she was there, and the next, poof. Kevin was left to deal with everything on his own. The timing was pretty telling, too. Just when the money ran out and Kevin was in the thick of his legal battles, Sharina decided to bail. She'd been by his side during his affair with Wendy and all the drama that followed, but now she was nowhere to be found. People have been buzzing about why Sharina left. Was she really in it for the long haul, or was she just after the cash? Given their past, a lot of folks think Sharina was more into the lifestyle Kevin provided than into him as a person. When the money was flowing, so was her affection, but as soon as things got tight, she was out. Her sudden exit raises a lot of questions about what their relationship was really about. Was it ever about love, or just about living the good life? Kevin's reaction to Sharina's disappearance has been anything but chill. He has been frantic, searching everywhere for her and acting a bit erratic. It's like he's finally realizing that without the money, he's lost everything, not just the lifestyle, but also the woman he thought was his partner. His world is falling apart, and not being able to find Sharina is just adding to the stress. He has been reaching out to mutual friends, trying to track her down, but so far no luck. This sudden disappearance has clearly hit Kevin hard, especially with everything else he's dealing with financially. It feels like Sharina's exit was the final straw, completely shattering whatever was left of his life. His desperation has turned into full-blown panic, and it's anyone's guess what he'll do next. The guy who once seemed to have it all is now left with nothing, no money, no partner, and no idea what to do next. The empire he tried to build on Wendy's cash has crumbled, and with Sharina gone, Kevin is left to pick up the pieces of a life that's fallen apart. There's a lot of theories going around about what happened to Sharina Hudson. People are speculating whether she just dipped out on her own because she was tired of the financial stress and Kevin not being able to keep up with her lifestyle. One person tweeted, "She played him just like he called himself playing Wendy." Another wrote, "This is an example if a black man has a money-making, beautiful woman, he might not want to cheat, lie, or be deceitful. If he decides to cheat, lie, or be deceitful, this is what happens." Now, maybe there's more to her sudden exit. Some folks think outside influences might have played a part, like people who wanted to see Kevin fail, or creditors trying to collect on his debts. The timing of her disappearance makes you wonder if she was trying to escape the chaos as Kevin's life fell apart. Another theory floating around is that Sharina might be plotting a legal move to secure some cash. With her main source of income gone, she could be looking for ways to make sure she's financially stable. This might mean taking legal action against Kevin to get some compensation for the lifestyle she's used to, or even trying to claim any of his remaining assets. Given that she's been with Kevin mainly for financial reasons, it wouldn't be too shocking if she's just waiting for the right moment to make her move. But what if Sharina's not gone for good? There's a chance she could come back if Kevin manages to get his hands on Wendy's money again. If he figures out a way to get his alimony or finds another income source, Sharina might pop back up, lured by the idea of financial security. Their relationship has always seemed more about convenience and money than love, so it wouldn't be surprising if her